Princess Celestia, we're writing to you today because today we all learned a little something about friendship.
We learned that you should take your friend's worries seriously, even if you don't think that she has anything to worry about,
And that you shouldn't let your worries turn a small problem
into an enormously huge entire town and total chaos princesses to come and save the day problem.
Signed, your loyal subjects.
Dear Princess Celestia, when you first sent me to Ponyville, I didn't know anything about friendship.
I met some pony tonight who was having the same problem. Your sister, Princess Luna. She taught me that one of the best things you can do with friendship is to give it to others and help them find it themselves. And I'm happy to report that all of Ponyville's learned that even though some pony seems a little intimidating, even scary, when you offer them your friendship, you'll discover a whole new pony underneath. And even if my Star Swirl the Bearded costume didn't go over, this still turned out to be the best nightmare night ever.
Dear Princess Celestia, waiting for what your heart desires can be really hard, so you may try to take a shortcut. But this dishonesty never works because you didn't earn what your heart desired. The only cure is being honest with yourself and others, and that's something every heart desires. Dear Princess Celestia, I used to think the most important traits to look for in a pet or any best friend were all physical competitive abilities, but now I can see how short-sighted and shallow that was. Today I learned what the most important quality really is. A certain kind of spirit, a stick-to-itiveness, a never-give-up, can-do attitude that's the mark of a real winner. And this tortoise has it. Tenacity! Gesundheit. Nothing can stop this little guy. He's like a tank.
Dear Princess Celestia, I wanted to tell you about the important lesson I learned during my visit. Now that I would like to hear. I learned that no matter where you go in life, you should never forget that you are the product of your home and your friends, and that is something always to be proud of, no matter what. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned a great lesson about friendship. Well, you might think that it would feel good to get lots and lots of stuff, but it doesn't feel nearly as good as giving something special to some pony you really care about. But today I learned that it truly is better to give than to receive, and that kindness and generosity are what lead to true friendship. And that's more valuable than anything in the world. Well, almost anything.
Dear Princess Celestia, I've always had fun playing with little kids, and I thought babysitting them is just more playtime, right? Wrong! Being a caregiver is way more responsibility than just being a playmate. And today I learned that sometimes our desire for responsibility can outrun our actual ability to handle it.
Dear Princess Celestia, it's a tad easier to be proud when you finish coming first than it is when you finish further back. But there's no reason to have when you don't do as well as you'd hoped. You can't run away from your problems. Better to run to your friends and family. Dear Princess Celestia, I wanted to share my thoughts with you. Ahem. I didn't learn anything. I was right all along. If you take your time to do things the right way, your work will speak for itself. Sure, I can tell you I learned something about how my friends are always there to help me, and I can count on them no matter what. But truth is, I know that already too.
Dear Princess Celestia, there are many different kinds of friends, and many ways to express friendship. Some friends like to run and laugh and play together, but others just like to be left alone, and that's fine too. But the best thing about friendship is being able to make your friends smile. Dear Princess Celestia, sometimes it can be hard for a shy pony like me to stand up for myself. When I first tried it, I didn't like the pony I became. But I learned that standing up for yourself isn't the same as changing who you are. Now I know how to put my hoof down without being unpleasant or mean.
Dear Princess Celestia, seeing the Great Dragon Migration made me wonder what it meant to be a dragon. But now I realize that who I am is not the same as what I am. I may have been born a dragon, but Equestria and my pony friends have taught me how to be kind, loyal, and true. I'm proud to call Ponyville my home and to have my pony friends as my family. Yours truly, Spike.
Dear Princess Celestia, Sometimes you can feel like what you have to offer is too little to make a difference. But today, I learned that every pony's contribution is important, no matter how small. If you just keep your head high, do your best, and believe in yourself, anything can happen. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned that it's not good to jump to conclusions. You have to find out all the facts before saying some pony did something. If you don't, you could end up blaming some pony for something they never did. This could hurt their feelings, and it can make you look really foolish. So from now on, I will make sure to always get all the facts. Dear Princess Celestia, it's great to have fun, but it's even greater to have great friends. And having lots of friends means that you sometimes have to make your choices as to who you'll spend your time with. But that's okay, because good friends will always give you lots of opportunities to hang out. So even if you're missing out, it's never for long. Respectfully yours, Pinkie Pie.
Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned a great lesson about family, which, if you think about it, is really the first group of friends you ever make. Turns out that when you're with folks you care about, you don't have to do much to make that time memorable. Even the simplest of activities can take on a whole lot of meaning, and you'll find that you'll remember the who long after you've forgotten the what. Your humble subject, Applejack.